Evening to Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, and then you may analysis there, bro, after everything that's going on at the G-Tech Community Stadium. Ankoye, certain Chelsea end the maximum points when they played against Tima. Your friend of Brentford. Of course, guys, I have my video on YouTube, so I'm subscribing to the channel now. So subscribe, turn on notifications, send about anytime be our content ever drop it behind the wall. We are first to have it here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. I have put together the codes, from an app, and then two of them are still standing. I think at least we'll win one of them. But the SAR codes, so went to here and try the links to the Fiifi-Manfred Telegram, WhatsApp channel, WhatsApp betting groups, any under the description. Click on it, go and join the group. Now, from a track called Tuesday, Wednesday, Champions League matches, Ubenya Kakra, no chat, when you be any Shobotum, no deal as a Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube here, and it's winning, nothing else. Remember, Chelsea went away, Brentford in a must-win game. I think that I said it earlier. I said 2 games that Chelsea won. Tottenham Hotspur, Brentford. There are 2 games that I feel that Chelsea should have been able to win 2 of them. Brentford for normally 6 games winless. They will feel one record wasn't good, but the sad bit also was that on the other side, Chelsea also didn't have a very good away form. Chelsea was struggling also when they play away from home. I mean, it stirred up the whole conversation. How are Chelsea going to play against Tima, your friend of Brentford, and get the results from there? How are they going to go into this one? I think that the big news was the fact that Nottingham Forest dropped 3 valuable points against Aston Villa. And it meant that Chelsea to share instead of taking them in touching distance of just 2 points away from Nottingham Forest. And especially so we are Champions League places in the air corner, it would have been very, very valuable to go in them. Also because Manchester United and Man City and all of those results literally playing in the hands of Chelsea Football Club. Starting lineup by Enzo Maresca, we're dropping Kupama, we're dropping Nicolas Jackson, we're dropping Kukurea, we're dropping Pedro Neto, we're dropping Levi Cohen. Hey, what is going on here? And then Enzo Maresca, while dropping all of the important players who could turn the game around for Chelsea at the beginning. Then I talked about it, said, Cole Palmer and Nicolas Jackson, they just came back from injury. It's ABR. He's trying to protect them from, a relapse of injuries. Because trust me, and then said Nicolas Jackson and Cole Palmer, especially Nicolas Jackson, or something another injury that takes him out for 1 month, and Chelsea season is over. Champions League, it won't be possible. So Cole Palmer said, the Champions League may not be possible. I have issues of Christopher and Kuku. Any players not starting on, but then seriously, would you rather compromise sometimes, get 1 point, leave the fight another day, or you would rather risk it all, play players on injury? Because look at the story of Lavia and West Fofana. He just came back from injury. Everybody thought so, fine. Lavia, West Fofana, fine. Maybe then all of a sudden, we go into the season. Romeo Lavia injured right after returning from injury. Maresca may be back. What's the Fofana there? The season is over. So for me, the management of the player is very important. To the extent that Enzo Maresca had to play with Reece James and left back. I think that was an excellent plan because Obo without Marco Correa, then you need somebody that will be aggressive on Brian Mbeumo. And for the opening of the game, you could tell, Reece James, ASR, and Jumano, Malo Gusto inverting sometimes and out, which makes some sense over there. And your ball game, you could understand, Chelsea had lots of possession, the most shots, 25 on target, but first half, it was bad. And I don't know, I said Christopher and Kuku, Boro Mobile. And for me, I think that's a Christopher and Kuku, Boro Mobile. Maresca should not be playing him, honestly. And yes, sir, Nkuku will end up derailing Maresca's season. Because There was a point in time where Enzo Fernandez Jabo no FIFA. He's under pressure. As the number 9, okay, so brush shot, number Chibona carry. Enzo Jebono, Pijani to be a man, or both two spaces swap in Kuku with the ball. And Enzo was complaining. Your mobile 20 in Kuku press. In fact, first time, there was a good pass from Malo Gusto into him into the half space. In Kuku, to me, he cannot make anything out of that ball. What is wrong with Christopher Nkuku? Are they bottom bar? I'm winning film. I'm winning film. Because that performance from Christopher Nkuku is shambolic. And I remember at the beginning of the season, that make us say with Chelsea fans, oh, then Nkuku to bench, and the change of Mares can use it, and then Nkuku will bench. In Nkuku, he's not even a centre forward. Because or at the best second striker. Chelsea fans say, oh, Nkuku. What does Nkuku give to the team? The whole first time was drab. Last week, Mr. Kacheri Channel said, you cannot Pedro Neto on the field of play for Chelsea. Pedro Neto bar, you feel like, okay, not the man who came member. Not the man who came in Japan, not so bar. You feel like Pedro Neto needs on the continent. Not the man who came first time. What kind of bull bear, you know? And me, largely I blame Maresca for a few of these things because I think that Onye, like the brute force nigga enough. Sometimes it's too nice to they're not even mad came because not even become boy. You should be off at halftime too. Because that style of play was really first half really and yet cool. Then we go into the second half. Because second half fine. We start to about your ball. Good smart move and you could tell us that Enzo Maresca because of the move. And on Nicolas Jackson, but immediately Jackson steps on the pitch in 3 minutes. He did more than Christopher Nkuku could do. The whole that play. And we said, Jackson more over. So over the space and you hurt you. If you come too tight to or start close control, technical ability or the flicking ball and turning, they are running into space so much so that he will leave you behind. Once he came, Enzo could play balls in behind, he could play shots, he could turn, combine shots, small, and you could tell okay, now Chelsea creating quality chances. Kopama, but one thing I didn't like about Enzo Maresca throughout the game was I think Zabia, the game preparation for Tottenham Hotspur and Brentford, he did it together. Indeed. After Tottenham Hotspur, they didn't have time to even do any tactical switch. But I think that the plan to play Kopama on the left-hand side in terms of in that area, he will play crosses into the box. It didn't work. I think that in games like Brentford where teams will sit off deep, what Enzo Maresca has to do is that play Kopama on the right-hand side or the right half space. I mean, in an area where he received the ball on his favorite foot, he will just stand onto his favorite strong foot and then turn and play forward, and then he can shoot at goal. But if it's just more go to the left half space, then on his left foot he has to cross or find a better angle because the angles don't favor him. There was a time a second half when you're moving your boxing or the baby Remu finding the angle no order. By the time he gets the angle, no more closing it down. But if it is coming off the right hand side, it cuts onto the left foot. There he can shoot. Odushaya, the last shot of Boye and Keyashiro was the ball he received from the right, turned onto his left, then shot at goal. Nearly winning that goal, with the last shot from of black kick on the ball from Kopama. Dangerous player. But tactically, I don't think Enzo Maresca did enough to bring down Brentford for them. They had good opening. Chelsea had good opening. And the poor away form the continues. It's shambolic. Who team qualify can come out Champions League when you have not won away from home in about 7 games? It's not possible. Okobo League also, you have about Ipswich hopefully. Does Fulham away from home? Fulham actually Liverpool. We're upset to Liverpool. If you can't beat what's the name Brentford away from home, what shows that you can beat Fulham away from home? what shows that you'll be able to beat Ipswich. I mean, Ipswich, Samaras can share there, then he has to be sacked. When he rotated heavily against, what's the name? Against Brentford, Obasanjo rotating against Lydia Warsaw. Uda heavy finish win against Ligia, then he focus on Fulham and Ipswich. It is not negotiable. Chelsea has to win that much. Chelsea away to Fulham, acquiring a short distance. Short distance, so you can't afford to lose those matches. And then we share the year table now where Man City and then Manchester United. We share after a moment game, and how the things have gone. It's a tough. It is tough. Up for grabs for everybody. Some person will share, some person will share, in fact, somebody will take the position away from you. And then they'll just stand and stand. Liverpool at top, but dropping points against Fulham. But nobody can do anything to him. Arsenal intimidate because Arsenal are inconsistent. They are focused on playing Madrid midweek. Then there is Nottingham Forest that also elbow the game or dropping points against Aston Villa. El Hodom. Then Ocean Villa match now dropping and now Chelsea just 4 points off team friend Nottingham Forest. Man City. And just right behind Chelsea. Villa with a cheat. West Ham with Newcastle with a cheat. Mind you, say Newcastle team just had a match now or pass straight into relegation. I mean top four conversation. So the season is blown wide open for me or better or qualify combo any competition that they want to go and play. Say Uja it's move on from you. After the game, it says Enzo Maresca, just to be honest, I didn't prepare the game today thinking it's been a long time since we win away and we need to win. Talking about how he wants to play now, you go and you talk about him. Enzo Maresca say, we plan the game this way to start in one way and finish in a different way. We thought after 45 minutes, an hour, we were getting better and we were getting tired. We expected to improve in the second half. Maresca on a good performance. I see Cristo every day and it's working well. Sometimes he wants to do more during the game and struggle a little bit, but I don't think it's a lack of effort. I say, I do not have a feeling this team needs to score more goals. For sure, we want more goals from the players that are playing in the front three. But I think that we're going to do at this point in time, what Maresca will not do is that get into a point where only the players are at home, so he won't do that. He will make sure at the end of the day, he gets only the players on the same level. They are fighting for him and he will protect them. He won't do that. So the reason is why we play Thursday night and not all of them are 100%. The idea was to start in one way and finish the other way. The plan almost worked. I'm here to try and do the best for the club and the players. I work every day with the players and I see how they are. I think overall we played a good game. We played Thursday night. It was a tricky game. Sunny day. They are trying to kill the tempo. They tried to kill the tempo of the game. We did enough to win. We shot over 20 times. Then the only miss was the goal. But I'm happy with the performance. Enzo Maresca says he's happy with the performance. What am I to say? But it's just not enough. Just not enough. For Chelsea for on away from us. I think we started the season winning many games away and struggled at home. Now it's the other way. To get top 4, top 5 or the title. You need the right balance overall in terms of numbers. We are there since the start, to be honest. I didn't prepare the game in this particular manner over there. Liverpool had dropped valuable points, of course, but still 3-2 loss to Fulham. Jones error leading Fulham first goal. Robertson error. Trent on the verge of joining Real Madrid. Virgil van Dijk and signing a contract. So that is a lot of things to do. Okomiya, Rob journalism say getting rid of Enzo Fernandez solves utterly zero. You want to build something with any stability, you have to give it time. And I see this as someone not enamored by the style of play. Of course, Rob, he criticizes Enzo Maresca a lot of the times. What Jadon Sancho has done to deserve the start of Tyreek George, right? I mean, You think the rumors of low would have forced things, but of course, Jadon Sancho still not playing well. Ball is shedding out, sir. Maresca performance against Brentford. I mean, I'm not good enough, not good enough. But entire Tottenham Hotspur versus Southampton game means that Tottenham have been relegated. Oh, hold on. Man City, a boy against team, my friend Manchester United. From the beginning, you could tell, say that Man City had a lot of the opening, trying to create a lot of chances. In fact, Harry Maguire prevented a huge block now from my friend Manchester City for Foden. Else, that would have been the first one because, of course, if you want to, Bruno Fernandes more, Casemiro more, we're not doing particularly enough, especially for Casemiro, not doing enough at all. And it was affecting my friend Manchester City over there. I'm Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. We brought you a roundup of everything that's going on in there. Our English Premier League and the games that have gone on. See you in the Ciao. Take care.